it's not centered, right? You're asking me what the show is about. I'll just start from the very beginning. Hi, this is Fumnaya here, and welcome.
Every single day, I'm gonna make something great. That's my way.
Hello, hello, hello. My name is Fumnaya, and I want to welcome you to the dash show. Yeah, I don't have a name for the show yet, and there's a story behind that. There's a reason why. Let me just tell you that story right off the bat. The whole of last year, I've been brainstorming on how to set up my YouTube channel. I even went for a class, Dr. Malik's YouTube Profits Masterclass, for people who want to start their YouTube channel, but I wasn't able to take action because we all know that intention and action are two different things, right? But anyways, here's the thing. I finally came up with a name. Yes, I worked with a very amazing gentleman called Nelly. We came up with a name, and I thought the name was all that until I shared it to get some feedback. And guess what? One of my friends told me that the name sounded like milk. And thinking about it now, it does sound like a milk product. So I decided not to go ahead with that name, and he gave me some pointers of how to come up with a better name. So until then, I didn't want to wait anymore until I got a better name before we go ahead with the show, because I'd already set a date for February the 1st of 2019 to launch or relaunch my YouTube channel. So we're going ahead with it with or without the name. So right now, I'm about to go into a hotel. It's called Lux Retail Hotels in Gwarimpa, right here in Gwarimpa, and I'll meet some people who are a little bit curious about what the show is about. I'm going to discuss with them. From my discussion with them, you might get to know what it's about. So I'm here now at Lux Retail. You want to see the signpost right behind me? Oh yeah, that's Lux Retail Hotel. So let's go in and find out what the show is going to be about. I'll talk to you soon. Okay. Okay, so about that time, that's about 12 years ago now, right? 2007. That was the first time I read the book Rich Dad Poor Dad. Have you heard of Rich Dad Poor Dad by Robert Kiyosaki?
I've not read it.
You've not read it? Okay, they've not read Rich Dad Poor Dad. Okay. Okay, well, it's a business book that talks about a guy who had two dads. One was rich and the other one was poor. But his real dad, his biological dad, was the poor one. Why his adopted dad is the rich one that taught him business. So that book kind of exposed my mind to what business was all about. And, that just kickstarted the entrepreneurial spirit in me. I worked for a while. There was a time about 6 years ago, I came to Abuja, and then I now got a job with the federal government. They posted me out of Abuja to Bayelsa. So I stayed in Bayelsa for like 5 years. Yes, and then when I was there, I got married, and married lasted for almost 4 years, and we went our separate ways in 2017 when I turned 30. So afterwards, I decided to come back. Yeah, for real. This is a true life story. When I read Rich Dad Poor Dad, and there's something he talked about. He talked about the cash flow quadrant, where he called here E, he called here S, called here B, and I. E is for employed, an employee. Then here is self-employed, big business owner, and investor. So at every point in time, if you have started here, like I did, so you should be looking to move here, self-employed, have your own business, and then move here, convert that personal business to a big time business where the business can run without your own input in it. That's what companies like Apple have, Amazon. Whether Steve Jobs dies or not, Apple will move on, that kind of thing. And then from big business owner to investor, this is where everybody wants to go to, where be at. Yes, when your money is not working for you, where you're sleeping, your money is moving. So like Dangote, yes. But it takes a process to get to this point. I'm here right now, the S part, and you can become an investor in there are several sectors, like business sectors. For example, real estate is there. You could invest in real estate. You could invest in oil. People invest in oil, crude oil. Yeah, you could actually you can invest in other people's business, like a record label, that kind of thing. So, but for me, it's real estate. And how did that real estate thing come about? I read another book called Multiple Streams of Income by Robert G. Allen. And there's only one part of the book I can remember now where he talked about a guy, a big time real estate person who, up until that time, he has 700 houses in the US. So I was like, Jesus, 700. I quit my job in Yanagua. I went back to the plan. Like I wanted to become an investor, so and a real estate investor, but I don't have money at all. Like I'm starting from scratch. Then I remember one quote I heard from John Obidi. He said, "You need to find a hustle to fund your dream." So that you see, that was the. I wish I had another camera to catch that expression. That was the same kind of resonance the thing had with me. Like, yes. So the dream is the real estate, but now I need to do something to raise cash. I need capital, and to do real estate in Abuja, there are different ways you can enter the real estate market. The way I would like to do it, I need at least 4 million naira to start. I don't have that kind of money right now. Yeah, so I have skills that I can sell in digital marketing. You know about digital marketing, right? So I can help you get found online. Like, I don't know if you have any kind of business now. I can help you get found online through digital marketing, generate leads for you. So even as I was there there was this guy that came to meet me. I don't know if you were already out. Yes, you were sitting over there. There was one guy, he was wearing a face cap. So he just asked, "What do you do?" I told him digital marketing, and he was already like, they own a TV company, blah, blah, and they are trying to get found online. The market is huge. It just depends on how much I can exert myself to do the work, get clients. So that's the hustle. I'm starting a digital marketing company called Breakthrough Marketing Systems, and raise enough money to fund that dream. So I like talking about the dream so that I don't forget. You know, some people when they're in their hustle and they start making money, they're comfortable. Yeah. They forget about their dream and get lost in their hustle.
50 million naira. And the iPhone X he bought for his sister and what?
I think she has paid for everything already. The iPhone X he bought for her.
What was he doing that helped him get that money?
Not straight.
Eh?
He was hustling.
He's a hustler.
Okay. So he forgot that he should invest.
Yeah,
and multiply that money.
He's just the only boy, then the sister with the mom. That's all.
Okay.
He bought the car. Yeah, he bought the car for 7 million at first. Then.
Okay.
So that was how it happened, and now I think the family sent him money now.
Someone who 15 million naira has passed through his hands.
You know. So
that's tragic. That's what the show is about. That was the original question, right? That prompted me to want to do this. Okay. The show is about me building this, as in trying to achieve that dream of being a big time investor in the real estate sector, starting from Nigeria and then seeing how far it grows from there. So now I'm starting from scratch. I don't have money at all. So now I remember that I have a skill that I need to monetize to raise the funds. So first of all, know what you want. Maybe secondly, find out how much it's going to cost, the least amount is going to cost. If you don't have the money, then look for a skill, something you can monetize. It might not even be a skill. Maybe you know how to buy stuff and resell for a higher profit, like the Igbos do. You know, we like business very well. And then it could be anything.
That's my way.
Okay, so okay, hello. Hi. From Naya again, and this is Bright. So we want to summarize what's all we said or all I said previously, and I think Bright here is doing exactly that. Like, he's bootstrapping his company right now, the Creative Chronicles. He has a podcast. You should listen to that podcast.
Please.
I'll link below. And since he's doing it, I wanted to hear from him, so it's not just about me talking. So Bright, take it away.
Okay, so I have some clients I work for. That is like what is funding the dream.
Yeah, go ahead. I want them to see your face very well.
That's what is funding the dream to
Okay.
have personal freedom.
Okay.
When I want and how I want.
Okay, so for someone who is where you are right now, who's trying to fund their dream with their hustle, what is the first thing they need to do? Number
I
one.
think get clear about what you can do. What skill do you have? If you don't have a skill, then go and learn. But you said it before that they should have a dream.
Okay.
That's
Okay, so the
good.
first thing is the dream.
Yeah, the dream.
Okay, and number two,
Find the skill you can get. Find this. If you don't have one, go and learn.
you need to be passionate about this skill.
I would say yes and no.
Okay.
Yes, you need to be passionate because there'll be times you would not want to do it. No, if it's something that you could just do and get away with it without liking it, but still have fun if you want.
Okay, then that's fine. Okay, then number three, now you have your
Monetize.
dream. Okay, you have the skill, monetize the
Be
skill.
ready to sell it out. Be ready to
Oh,
tell
get
people about
paid
it.
for
Yeah,
it.
yeah, yeah. Don't be scared. Ask people for money. Say it.
And then when the money comes in, what do you do?
Don't forget you had
You had a dream.
Head back
Yeah,
to your dream.
you know, we mentioned something like this earlier on when I was with Larry and Zainab, and they talked about a guy who had 15 million naira and just blew it. He forgot about what he wanted to do. Don't be like that guy. When you get the money, make sure you fund your dream. And I think that's a wrap, right?
Yeah, that's it.
Bright needs to run. He has someone he wants to go interview now in Maitama. And well, three things. Is it three things? Yeah, please do three things for me. First of all, subscribe. If you want to know more about
Subscribe. You have
subscribe,
to.
right? Yeah. Then hit the like button if you like this video. If you don't,
But don't do that.
okay, do this one this and click on the bell notification so that you can always get notification when the video goes live. Then you need to keep watching and
Yeah.
bye-bye.
But
I'll see you next week. He wants to run.